Obviously, thank you. Obviously, I am not Elaine Mason. Elaine's is out of the country for this week. It's her husband's 60th birthday, so they're as a family, they're on a big vacation, and so I get the wonderful opportunity to be with you guys today, and I just want to welcome you to the coaching chat. Very excited to see each one of you. And Maura, you can go ahead if you want. Did you start recording? Okay, great. Thank you. And I'm just excited to see each one of you. And so today we are going to be, we've just been talking about this team who is just racing through our marketing plan, just adding, their business is just growing like crazy. And one of the things that just about everybody has shared about today is our new Boards app. So hopefully each one of you have been able to load it onto your phone and to get the Team Extreme app onto Boards. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. And because we have this fabulous new tool that we're excited to be able to share with each one of you today. So Maura, would it be okay if I could see everybody? Thank you.
Okay, what do you need me to do for you?
I can only see a couple people. So it doesn't matter. That'll be great. Okay, so
you see them now? I'm sorry. Do you have access to your gallery view?
Let's see.
It should be on your screen.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, there it is. So thank you so much. I had speaker. Wow, it's such a great crowd, great group today. Thank you so much for coming. So we're going to be sharing about our Boards app, and personally I am so excited about it. And so this is going to be kind of a different, we're just going to be sharing with each other, because just the people I've talked to this morning, I've learned everybody has had a different perspective. So just please feel free to share something that you've been using. Which one of the if you're doing something special with each one, or if there's one that you really like from the Boards app. So thank you so much for coming. It's a great group. So who would like to go first today? Okay, Karen, good.
Yeah. Being old, technology scares me to death, and I am always fighting it. But I was a guinea pig for Elaine and Brenda to test it out, and I was astounded at how easy it was, first of all, to download and to get access to it. So what I did, I thought there's no time like the present. The very first day after the call last week, I went on, spent the entire afternoon going through Boards, the entire board, every section, every subsection from that. And I really discovered a lot of neat things. And as I was going through them, I thought of people to share it with. So I tested it out. And all you have to do is just go on to a text of, that you're going to text to someone, go to the world, and it's there. Click on the Team Extreme board, and you just go to what category you want. You click on it and you paste it into the text message. It's so easy. And so I did that with a lot of people. Several customers that are new, some that are existing, that I just thought, I saw this and I thought of you and I was excited to share it with you. And did that on especially the health issues. There's a whole section in there on different diseases and ailments. And one of them happened to be on autism. And I hadn't seen this particular video on the recordings page. So I sent that to several people, and they were just over the moon that I cared enough to share that with them, whether they were a customer or they weren't. So that was kind of fun. And then just different product information. I just copied and pasted and sent it on as I was going through it. So it was fun. And I was proud of myself for doing that. One, because I'm not, technology scares me. And two, because it got me out of my box and got me focused on doing business a different way. So I highly recommend that you use it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I've been amazed too at how easy it is to copy and paste. And even the image is so clear. A lot of times if I'm going from another, something saved on my computer, especially this one, it's blurry, and this is so clear. So thank you so much. Okay, Tish has got her hand up. I love that.
Okay, I'm here. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm in a car, sorry.
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. And I can't get my camera to work. I don't know why. But anyway, okay, something really strange, but it works. So if anybody's in a bind, I will, sometimes I'm on Facebook and someone will instant message me. And if we're in instant message, and I don't want to switch over to doing a text with their phone, and I'm looking for something, I will text myself whatever it is I'm looking for. And then I have that content of information to then copy it and put it into the instant message. Does that make sense?
Yes. Mhm. So
Yeah.
which, yeah, yes, it is.
So another way of doing things, just thought I would.
Yeah, you must be kind of driving through a dead zone a little bit because that was kind of hard to hear. But yes, thank you.
Did I
so-
lose you guys?
Yeah, nope, you got you. There you are.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Thanks so much for sharing, Tish. So who else would like to share? Okay, Erin?
Yeah, just a couple things that I had been off social media for a while and I thought I gotta get on there. I gotta just start, you know. And so something that I loved, so I've just really thought this is just fantastic and easy. It's been so much fun, first of all, to share just with my partners, and it's been pretty simple to get them started, and I love that it's just in everything in one spot. We finally have like a one-stop shop, which is really, really incredible. But so going back to that social media, I just was gazing through the brand new it's brand new, let's get started, and I went, let's share it, and I went social media and new partner social media and business make a life, and I literally just put that right into my Instagram and put the wording right into my Instagram. And tons of people commented. And Brenda said, can I share that? And I said, yeah, it's on boards.
And then
And why are you asking? Because I use all your stuff every time anyway. So anyway, it was just something so simple and easy. But Karen already had said this, but one thing that I do love is under Juice Plus products, there's under Juice Plus products, and then there's special interests and conditions. And that's where she was saying she got that autism. But oh my goodness, talk about like an easy, quick way to be able to meet people where they are and say, I have something that might help. Can I send you some information on some people that have been struggling with what you're struggling with that have really found some success? And so it's great. And then I love that idea too, is when you listen, so listening to something new every day will bring up all those people that, ooh, I can send this quickly and easily. And it really does make people care, know that you're caring for them and that you can be a quick resource for people, which I love.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, the people that I've shared it with, they're just amazed that, how did you do that fast? And I'm like, it's all right here. This is what our company provides for us. And, it's all about sharing with people. So, yeah. And I, so many people have sent out that same post that you put out, and because it was so powerful, the verbiage is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
And so no more, I didn't even have to think about it. I think that sometimes like I struggle with social media because I'm always thinking like, what am I going to say? What am I going to post? And when it's already done for you, it's just something that we can be available in front of people's eyes without having to think a whole lot about it. So I really appreciated that.
Yeah, you can tell that it's one of the things too, the people that came up with this, it was Julie Herbst, who is phenomenal, one of the most successful media people in our group, and also Wendy Campbell's daughter, and I mean, everything on there is quality, it's easy, it's just amazing. So I'm thrilled about it too. So who else would like to share?
I just had a quick question. Are the recipe books on there? I may not be seeing it, but I was looking for the complete recipe book. The other day, someone texted, wanted to order complete. Do y'all know?
I haven't seen it, but Karen, do you know?
I thought I saw a link to both the Healthy Living Revolution and Freedom Revolution on there. So it's definitely on Healthy Living Revolution.
Yes, it actually is on there. I'm actually in the process of sending it to a customer
Oh,
that I was talking to because he had just placed an order for the complete. And I kept kind of putting it off because I was going through that motion of like, okay, where did I have it on my computer? And then as you all were talking, I started kind of clicking around and just the access of it. I just found it. I clicked on it and now I'm getting ready to finally email it to him. So it's a
Oh.
3-day delay, but now that I, have that access, I can feel, I have more organization. So I love it. So it
Thank
is
you.
on there.
so
Can you,
that-
tell-
yeah,
can you tell me
Miracle,
where it is?
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So when I clicked on it, I am actually up under the Shred 10 events link.
Okay.
And then it's the last one at the bottom. So it's just called Complete Recipes.
Wow, that's great to know. Thank you.
Can I ask a quick question, Miracle? Where's the Shred 10? If
Okay,
you're
so
on your
this-
main boards,
Yes. So it's under Team Events. Let me go
under
back one
events,
more.
okay?
Yeah, Team Events. And then the Shred Events, you would click on after.
I'm not seeing
I
it.
don't see the shred.
I'm not
I
seeing
did
it
find
either.
the cookbooks under customer care though, and then cookbooks and recipe links.
Okay.
Are you
Um,
just under events, Miracle?
So I went to the Wheel of Success first. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm realizing I need to go back one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
after the Wheel of Success, then I go to Team Events. Then I
okay.
go to Shred 10 Events.
Okay.
Yep, it's right there. That's awesome. Thank you
So
so
we're
much.
gonna-
Okay, so we have it in 2 spots. Thank y'all.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Wow, that's great. Is there anyone on this group that is still having trouble loading it onto their onto their phone? Because we have Lindsay Harper with us today, and she is so good with technology, and she's been kind enough to agree to help anybody. But everybody has it on there. We all okay? Great. Okay. Okay. Thank you. That's really powerful. So who else would like to share? Okay, Deborah.
Okay, so after Dr. Odom's event a couple of weeks ago, I was able to make an appointment with an OBGYN.
Wow.
So we had her attention for about 15 minutes. So I had preloaded some additional videos on the Boards app, and I was all set up with my hotspot. So I could show it to her on the tablet. But the tablet wasn't working. But then I was able to show it to her on my phone. It was excellent. And so she said, okay, so it was great. And she said, so what else do you have for me? And I had printed out Dr. Odom's interview, from the Juice Plus, I don't know, magazine, and an order form. And she said, well, which ones do you think I need? And I checked off the quad, the complete shakes, and she has a son in college. So we'll go from there.
Oh, great to know. Thank you.
And what I said to her was, after we reviewed Dr. Odom's success with his 356 patients, I said, so here's what I would like to suggest to you, that you take it for yourself for a year and see how it affects you. And then you're in a position to recommend it to your patients.
Wow. And so what was his reaction to that response?
She said, well, where's the order form? So she didn't fill it out, but I'm going to check with her, because she was really trying to leave for the hospital, but she said, okay, I'll give you a few minutes because you have this appointment.
Yeah.
So I'll check with them this week.
That is a very strong endorsement. Wow, that is so exciting. Great job, Debbie. Thank you so much for sharing. Wow, awesome. Who else?
Could I just add a couple of things to that? I was with Debbie on that appointment.
Oh, good.
It was really nice. When Debbie talked to her briefly, she just briefly mentioned the Healthy Starts for Families program, for children. And we were both thinking in terms of the children of her patients. So, you know, if you recommend it to the parents and they can get some free for any other children that they have. But she immediately said, oh, well, how old does the child have to be? So Debbie said, well, between 4 and college age, if they're a full-time student. And she said, okay. And so Debbie said it would make a great, a great thing for, parents to provide for their children. She said, yeah. And she said, and I was thinking about my son because he's in college. So we could see that she was thinking about it for herself. And so I could see Debbie take that shift and say, okay, so let's focus on you.
Right.
And let's just concern ourselves with you. And if she's a good, proponent of Juice Plus because she's getting good results, she's definitely gonna say something to her patients about it. So that was really nice. It was really nice to see. We both kind of mentally made that shift and started really just talking to her as herself, So leave the doctor, let's hang up the doctor coat. Let's just talk to her for herself as a prospective person that needs Juice Plus as well, because she was so busy. When we said busy, her eyes almost rolled behind her head. She was like, you have no idea how busy I am. All these babies, she's constantly at the hospital or at her office. So a lot. It's a lot to take in. Yeah.
Well, I think one thing that has come across so much is that it's actual conversations and you're really focusing on who you're talking to. And one of the things that I've been so impressed with your team, Sandy and Maura and Debbie and Gloria and all of you that have been sharing and Cynthia is, most of you don't really even use social media, do you? From what I understand. And so it's all about conversations, isn't it? It's about you really relating with people one-on-one and the whole caring, that because everybody wants to be seen, everybody wants to be taken care of. And it's this community that, I think is what we have. It's really the gift that we have in so many ways is, because everybody loves to be heard and to be seen. And so and this cool thing is when those of us who are older or not or techie challenged, it doesn't matter because it's all about conversations. So thank you so much for sharing. So who else?
I just wanted to echo that, Brenda, because that was something that Elaine, I of our immediate team that we have, I'm on social media just because I'm not on like an active things, but I'm on there. But one of the things, we always say success leaves clues. And she's always said she's built her business through personal relationships with people. So that's something that, we try to do, we are doing, want to encourage everybody to do that. If social media is not your thing, don't get hung up on it because like you said, people want to be talked to, they want to be heard, they want to be listened to. So pay attention to them and just have conversations with folks, be friendly. And it might take a while. Sometimes, like I said before in the previous meeting, I was circling somebody for like 3 months, but I was still there. And then when the time is right, the time will be right. So make those personal connections. And this is just a fantastic new tool that we've been waiting for.
Yes. Yeah. You're right. It's a relationship business. And I think all of us, well, very few of people that I know personally built their business on social media, and it is a relationship business. And I think that's the best part too, because, and relationships take time. People have to know that, we're not in it for the sale. We're in it to help you. And I know personally, I was sick when I first heard about Juice Plus, but, and, I was just so any little thing that Juice Plus improved in my life, I was ignorance on fire. I knew nothing about anything because I had never seen a wellness presentation. All we knew is that Elaine had introduced it to my sister-in-law and they came home with a brochure. And I'm like, fruits and vegetables, that's a no-brainer. But after we started taking it, 2 weeks later, I slept through the night for the first time in 20 years. And I just couldn't believe the difference that it was making in my life. And so when I was talking with someone recently, the school that I was in, the town that I was living in was a blue collar town. It was GM, and when GM left, it really changed the whole economy of the town. And so our schools changed. They closed 9 schools in 5 years. And so for 5 years, I was in a different school every year. And so, but I thought it was wonderful because I had a whole new crop of people to talk to. and so I just think, again, it's a one-on-one relationship business. So thank you. And having this boards, oh my, I can't imagine what that would have done at that point. So who else would like to share with us about whatever how they're using boards or what they've been successful with or what they've discovered?
I don't know if you can see my hand, Brenda.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, Gloria, please share. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I have a good way that I've been getting customers also is to invite them to events. That has been really, really a game changer. And I had one customer who we talked about what she was taking, which was Protandim, which I was taking at one time. And I got so sick from it. So I was able to tell her my experience, but she was really impressed with the Juice Plus. So I sent her a couple of videos. I sent her the verbiage on the products, and, it got quiet. And so I would send her little things that says like the common signs that we have, that how you should feel after you take the Juice Plus. And so she called me last night. And so we were talking about the product. I was explaining everything. She said, I really want to get the product, but it was late. It was like almost 11. But she said, so I sent her the video. I sent her the information. She said, Gloria, I'm going to call you today because I have to get this Juice Plus. I said, okay, I'm ready when you are. So inviting them to events it really helps.
So what kind of events do you do?
Like the events that Sandy puts on, or Maura, our team, or Elaine,
on Zoom?
Right, all those kind of events, yes.
Yeah.
And they're really impressed with them, yes.
Yeah, it's really seamless. And and now, fortunately, we're coming into a place where we're going back to in-person events. We're getting ready to, here in Indianapolis, to be able to do them. And so that's really exciting too. But thank you so much for sharing, because that's really important. Cynthia, yay, thank you for raising your hand. And this is she's our brand new Fast Tracks to Sales Coordinator in April.
Oh my goodness, all of these titles, but I do want to say, thank you so much. I want to say that for me, I've had some respiratory problems for the past several months. And in between those bouts that I deal with, I've still been able to get customers. And so, what's been interesting is that talking with them, I say to them, you may say, well, how am I a wellness advocate? And I don't sound well. And, they would listen, and then they would try to figure out what I was saying. I said, Juice Plus has helped me and continues to help me as I battle through this health condition. I said, but what I'd like for you to do is explore it for yourself. And so with boards, I've been able to send out fact sheets. I've been able to help them look and see what the benefits are for them. So I tell them, you may look at me and say, is she a poster child for this product, or what is her story? But I will share this brief experience. Because I've been dealing with doctors these past several weeks, more than ever. One of the nurses there, I talked with her. You would think we were family. I talked with her the other day when I was in the office, and I said, you've seen me these past few weeks. And I said, I looked at her and I said, would you consider me as a wellness advocate? And, she says, well, I'm not sure, but I think so. I said, well, that's good. I said, because I am a wellness advocate. And my concern is, of course, my health, but the health of others. So I said to her, would you be kind enough to at least explore Juice Plus? And I had one of my business cards. And she says, yeah, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. And I asked her, I said, are you Spanish, by the way? And I had a feeling she was, but sometimes I could be surprised, you know. And she said, yes, she is Spanish. And I said, well, I'm looking for Spanish partners. So if you'd be willing to do that, I'd be willing to talk with you. So needless to say, I have another appointment coming up this week. So I will give her more information and see what her thoughts are.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing. And that's true. I mean, we have so many resources for the Spanish speaking community that it's incredible. So I love that, you know, you started with a question, Cynthia, because I think, you know, the person that asked the questions, like Elaine's always saying, you know, basically guides the conversation. And the thing is, we want to know about people, and people want to be known. So, and I think that's a very, it's a gracious way to start a conversation, is just being interested in them. Because, you know, especially in the world that we're in right now, you know, and the world that we've come through for the last 2 years, you know, connections are so important and so valuable. So I think that's always a wonderful way to start any conversation. And I think that you really pique their interest when you're asking, would you see me as a health advocate? And I think that's really powerful. So thank you so much. I'm loving this. So who else would like to share? Molly, can you, you're on mute? It's in the lower left-hand corner. Hey, you did it.
All right.
Thank you.
I have a question about the boards app because I missed the training on that. So where do you find the app to download it?
Are you on our Team Extreme Facebook page?
I might be. I mean, I haven't checked it lately.
Okay.
I probably am. So it's on there on Team Extreme.
Yes, there's a link right there, and there's also a link in Voxer, I think. And Lindsay is our techie queen. Lindsay, would you be able to help Molly get started, do you think? Molly, would it be okay if I gave Lindsay your phone number?
Sure.
So if you wanted, or could you text it in the chat part?
Okay.
Text it to me, or you can text it to everybody, or to Lindsay. Lindsay,
Okay.
thank you so much for doing that. She is a whiz, and she'll
Okay.
make it. And it sounds really complicated, but it really is basically 2 clicks. So it's amazing.
Okay. Thank you.
And thank you. Thanks for asking, Molly. That's why we're here. And Lindsay, thanks for being our incredible resource. Does anyone else need help with that? Is everybody okay? Okay, well, we only have a few more minutes. So is there anyone else that would like to share that's had success, or just even a question about any of the tools? Great, Kathy, hi.
Hi, this is a real quick thing, but last week Allison and I had an in-person little salad get together, and I have this huge TV that I have no idea how to use. And so we had to show the video on my little bitty computer. And so we were laughing. And so after I got the boards thing last week, I was asking my husband about it, because he said, you know, you can probably just show it through our Apple Air or whatever he called it, you know, that I know nothing about. And so we did. It was so simple. I take my phone and I went on there, and it was real easy. Click 2 buttons through the boards, and then any video I wanted to show was on my big screen TV, very, very simply. So I think it's called Apple TV, I guess is what it is. And so I could show it through my phone straight onto the TV real easily now.
Wow, that's great. I wish I knew how to do that.
Well, I know we had to work on it, but you know, if you have Apple TV, it makes it real easy.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for sharing. That's exciting. I think anytime we learn something new, I don't have an Apple TV, unfortunately, but it's exciting. So, anyone else? Okay, well, I just want to thank you all each so much for being on here, and really encourage you to use the boards. And the more that I use it, I think with anything, you know, if you're unsure at first, but it is so easy. And what I started to say earlier is the content of what is on there is really the best that we have. I mean, the people that have done it have really spent time on it, and it's only going to get better. And what I'm really excited about is that we're working on a way. Elaine is talking about with our Dropmark, being able to make it look put a lot of the things from Dropmark that we've worked on there too. So it's going to get better and better and better. And you know, no one wants us all to be more successful than Elaine, and she's so committed to that. And so we just have incredible resources, and just the whole thing again about just making. I think the message from all of this though is relationships. This is another great tool for relationships, but that's where it starts, is just being, you know, being interested in other people and caring about them, you know, to get over our fear or our hesitation that, you know, that none of us are experts, but telling our own story. I love what my pastor says, that, you know, he was talking about, you know, people going by numbers, and he says, you know, every number has a name, every name has a story, and every story is important to God. And I think that's so true. That's what, you know, because everybody, you know, brings something unique to that relationship. And so I really hope that if you need any help, like I said, Lindsay has been so kind to, she's willing to help you, and she's really great with it. And so we have resources, and just that whole thing about the, you know, for Team Lightning, who have been sharing with us today, you know, most of them are not on social media. So, you know, it's not, you know, it's all about, you know, connecting with people in any way that we can. So not just on social media. It's kind of been the thing for the last 2 years, but now hopefully we're getting back, and we're going to be able to meet with people individually and go to in-person events. And we have all these amazing tools and resources behind you, because we're all here to help each other. So thank you so much for being with us today. It just means the world to all of us. And I hope that you'll have a great week, and just reach out if we can help you in any way. So thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day, everybody.
you.
Thanks, Brenda.
Awesome
Brenda, good
call.
job. Good job.
Wonderful
Bye.
job.
Thank you, Brenda, and everybody.